Thank you for joining me in my little world. Well, actually, Leonard and Jeeves' world. As usual, Jeeves continues mumbling his hatred for his miserly employer, Mr. Towers, but it's all in a day's work for a man who has nothing to show for his years and years of servitude in the Ivory Towers estate except a paperclip, a chicken bone, and a crushed penny that came off the train tracks. I am Tsunami, your host. In this episode, we discover our two players circling the moon in their spaceship, which... wait a minute, a spaceship? What spaceship are we talking? Oh, oops, sorry. Wrong script. Here now is episode number 40, A Pressing Matter.
Say, boy, you're not dead after all.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
All this time I thought I was talking to your ghost. How'd you get all the way down there?
I accidentally fell off the boat, but look, we're back on the shore.
Say, that is good news. Now, how do I get down from up here?
Well, maybe I could somehow cut a tree down and prop it up against the ship, and you could shimmy down the...
No, too complicated. Boy makes things too complicated. That'll take too long. I'll just jump.
Oh, you can't jump. It's too far. I almost killed myself when I fell, and I'm much younger than you are.
I won't hurt myself at all if you catch me.
Catch you? Sir, the impact alone will...
Geronimo!
No, sir, don't! Ooh.
Well, what do you know? It worked. I'm off the ship and I feel fine. Boy, my plan worked like a... Well, now, where'd you go?
Get off my face!
Oh, there you are. Say, how can you talk with my foot in your mouth? That's hard to do. Don't you know by now that you can't talk with somebody's foot in your mouth? Boy has a lot to learn about talking clearly. I can barely understand what you're saying, son.
Get off my face!
You gotta speak more clearly, boy. Make your words better.
Get off my face!
Say, look over there. Looks like a little grass shack. I wonder who lives there.
Can't breathe.
I better go over and check it out. Might be somebody important. Maybe it's Beauregard. Don't go away, boy. I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought I was going to suffocate. Oh, my back. I think Mr. Towers almost broke it when he fell on me. Oh, gads, I hate him. I can only hope that there's some witch doctor in that little shack, and Towers gets shrunken to the size of a bug. Then I can squish him between my fingers, and the entire Towers fortune will finally be mine. Oh, it's a good thing the Towers got off my face when he did. This wave that came in is big enough to drown me. Why, it's even big enough to lift the battleship off the ground. Maybe it'll carry it back out to sea again. Well, good riddance. No, I guess not. It's just laying the battleship back down on the sand again. And right on my toe. Oh, get it off, Mr. Towers, help, help, help.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for Jeeves, who just can't catch a break with Mr. Leonard Towers breathing down his neck. This bears the question as to why Mr. Towers is breathing down Jeeves' neck. Wouldn't a simple handshake or a fist bump do the trick? He's certainly rich enough to know better. C'est la vie. Welcome back to another adventure with the root of all evil. I am your host, Mr. Plunger, and following the pressing of the buttons below, we will continue with episode number 41, A Seafood Threat.
It's a good thing another big wave came along and lifted that battleship off my toe. Otherwise, I'd be stuck back there, no thanks to that blasted Mr. Towers who just up and left me. Oh, I wonder where the old coot went to. Last he said he was heading for that little grass shack up the beach, but I haven't seen him since. Oh, I wonder what he found. Well, with any luck, the aliens came back and took him away. Gad, how I long for the comforts of home. As bad as it was waiting on Towers hand and foot, at least I wasn't wandering through the desert or being cooked alive by natives or riding the hull of an overturned battleship. Oh, how I long for a soft warm bed and a decent meal. What? What was that? Oh, it was just a lobster in front of me. Get away from me, shoo. I said, get away from me. The only lobster I like is one cooked and swimming in butter. Oh, I said to get away from me, you stupid lobster. I have to get past you.
Jeeves, get your flea-bitten hide over here, boy.
Mr. Towers, I can't get past this lobster. It won't let me pass.
Oh, come on now. You can't be afraid of a little lobster. Boy thinks he's afraid of a little lobster.
The thing keeps snapping at me. I fear that it wants to have me for dinner.
Now, don't be silly, boy. You've got it all backwards. Lobsters don't eat people. People eat lobsters.
Don't tell me. Tell this stupid lobster. Oh, Mr. Towers, get this thing away from me.
Doesn't look good, boy. People will talk. Why, this reminds me of the time I was in the circus with Beauregard. There we were in the lion's cage with a popcorn vendor, 3 clowns, and a trapeze artist. Oh, I had a chimpanzee under each arm and a flamethrower on the top of my head.
Mr. Towers, we do not have time for one of your lengthy stories. This thing is about to eat me alive.
Boy has no patience. Mama never told him how to have patience. I'm telling you the story for your own good. There's a moral.
I don't need patience, Mr. Towers. I need to get rid of this killer lobster.
Why, that's simple. Easy, that is. Just walk around it. Boy has no imagination.
Very well, sir. Easy does it, Jeeves. Steady, steady. Ah, there.
All right then, now get your carcass over here. I've got somebody important you should meet.
Important? Who could be living on the beach in a grass shack and still be important? I wouldn't think that... oh no, it's you.
Hello, I am your host, Portcullis. After years and years and years of searching for Mr. Towers' nephew, it only sounds reasonable that if found, the kid might be able to shore up Towers' books. The nephew has suddenly become front and center in Towers' mind while still convinced that his money is disappearing, and the kid being the only viable step along the way sounds like the ticket. Jeeves, on the other hand, is not wanting any part of the spoiled brat and now needs to somehow take care of the nephew as well if Towers does manage to dig him up somewhere. Show your disdain for the buttons below by clicking on them extra hard. This is episode number 42, The Nephew.
Oh, I don't believe it. Here in a grass shack on a deserted beach. Oh, of all places to find...
That's right, Jeeves. Here he is. Meet my nephew, Leonard Towers II. Didn't I tell you we'd find him? Now you can come home with us and find out where my money is disappearing to.
Oh dear, this is awful. If the nephew starts looking into the books, he could find out that I've been skimming money away from Towers. Oh, and then I'll be hauled away in chains. Oh, I've got to think fast and figure a way out of this.
Nephew, this is my servant, Jeeves.
Then again, maybe all is not lost after all.
That's right, boy. Jeeves lives with me and helps me around the house.
What does he do, Uncle Leon?
The name's Leonard, boy. Sounds a lot like your first name. Say, what do you know? It sounds exactly like your first name.
What?
We both have the same name, boy. Boy has a problem with names. Probably been out on the beach too long. Maybe too much sun.
Oh, this is a dream come true. The nephew is a complete idiot. Oh, he'll never find evidence of the missing money.
By the way, did I mention that the boy got his master's degree in business accounting?
You have got to be kidding.
That's right, a regular chip off the old block. The boy may not be much with words, but he's a wizard with numbers.
Oh no, maybe things aren't quite as rosy as I first thought.
What's the master's, Uncle Leland?
No, then again.
No, the name's Leonard. Boy must not have heard his own name enough. Keeps forgetting. Mama never called him by his first name.
Well, all outward appearances aside, I'd better take precautions to keep the nephew away from Mr. Towers' book.
Did you say something, boy?
Oh, I said that we need to secure a shelter for the night, sir. The sun will be setting in a couple of hours, and the 3 of us won't be able to sleep in your nephew's little grass shack.
Why, don't be silly. The sleeping arrangements have already been made. I'll take the upper, my nephew will take the lower, and you'll take the outer.
Excuse me? Where's the outer?
Why, you'll sleep out here on the sand, of course.
No.
Oftentimes, the simplest solutions are the best, but not for Jeeves the manservant, who has tried every way he can think of to eliminate Leonard Towers in the root of all evil. Driving Towers into a brick wall might be an option, except for the fact that the old skinflint keeps hiding the key from Jeeves. It's probably just as well, since Jeeves might suffer the same fate in the same car against the same brick wall. My name is Wrench, and with a simple button-pressing frenzy below, I can now bring you episode number 43 of The Root of All Evil, A Cell of a Deal.
Oh, what a miserable night. I had nothing to make a fire with, so I froze all night long. I had to keep running from that killer lobster. I'm so tired I can't see straight. And all the time, Mr. Towers and his dim-witted nephew were nice and warm in their beds in the grass shack. Why couldn't I have been born with a silver spoon in my mouth?
Well, now, good. I say good morning, Jeeves.
I suppose it is for some of us.
Why, have you ever seen such a beautiful day? I slept like a log. The sun is shining, and I've never felt better in my life. Must be the sea air. Say, boy, you look like you've been run over by a dump truck. Steamroller, that is.
I did not sleep well, sir, no.
That's too bad. Shame, that is. Well, up and at 'em. We have a long day ahead of us. We need to find our way back to Ivory Towers estate so that my nephew can start looking over my books and find out where all my money is disappearing to.
Oh, this is not good. I've got to think of something quick. Sir, I fear that the way back home could be every bit as dangerous as it has been getting to where we are now. We have no way of knowing in which direction to travel or what perils lay in our path, and the trip might be too treacherous for your nephew. Might I suggest that we leave him behind and then send for him once
Nonsense, boy. I'll just make a quick phone call on my cell phone for my private helicopter, and they'll come pick us up and have us back home in no time.
What? Are you telling me that you've had a cell phone all this time and you didn't use it until now?
Silly me, I forgot it. Why, that reminds me of the time I was ice skating in the Everglades with Beauregard. I was being chased by an alligator, and say, you ever seen an alligator on ice skates? It's a frightening thing. Scary, that is. Those guys can really... oh, wait a minute. Come to think of it, I think the alligator was Mrs. Towers.
Now let me get this straight. We've been lost in the desert without food or water, kidnapped and experimented on by aliens, hunted down and cooked alive by natives, and almost drowned and lost at sea. And all this time you've had a cell phone?
That's right, boy. Isn't it funny how things say? What's wrong, son? Don't look so good right now. Mad, that is. Did you know that the veins on your forehead popped out like that? I'd go see a doctor if we... You know, it might be easier for me to breathe without your hands wrapped around my throat like that.
There are ups and there are downs, and Jeeves is down as far as he can go. Wearing a ratty old suit and shoes with holes in the toes is hardly attire for a manservant, but being the cheap son of a gun that Towers is, the old coot refuses to buy Jeeves a new suit. If that isn't bad enough, Jeeves is not a young man any longer, and Towers' little adventures only age the poor manservant further. After a quick dip in the subscribe, like, and share buttons pool, you will be rewarded with the 44th episode of The Root of All Evil, entitled The Pain, The Pain.
Well, there you are, Jeeves. Welcome back home. What took you so long? We've been waiting for you.
What took me so long? Sir, you stranded me back at the grass shack on the beach when you and your nephew took your private helicopter back. I had to walk over 100 miles to get home.
We would have taken you in the helicopter, but there was only room for the two of us.
Maybe so, but the least you could have done was to send the helicopter back for me.
That would have taken a lot of gas, son. Oodles, that is.
But, sir, you stranded me on the beach.
Now, there you go being dramatic again. I left you a GPS to find your way back home, didn't I?
Oh, my feet are killing me. Sir, if it would not be too much trouble, might I please have another pair of shoes? These have holes in the soles from the walk.
There you go again, son. Spending money I don't have.
Sir, you have billions of dollars. I don't think that one measly pair of shoes will break
First it's a pair of shoes, then it's a new car, then it's the villa next to the Hollywood sign in Costa Rica. You're getting too greedy, son.
Mr. Towers, at least allow me to receive a foot massage to help alleviate the pain of the blisters.
Spend. Boy thinks I'm made of money. It doesn't grow on trees, and I'm not printing in the basement, you know.
But, sir, now is not a time to be thrifty. My feet have been torn to shreds.
Best thing you can do is walk it off, son. Say, that's a great idea. Walk around the mansion a couple times. That'll help your feet.
As big as Ivory Towers' estate is, that'll take a couple of hours. I can barely walk now.
That's fine, boy. And when you get back, we'll start making plans for the party.
Party? What party?
Why, the party I'll be throwing for my nephew. He's looking into my books right now to find out where my money's going. The least I can do for his hard work is to throw him the biggest party this side of the Panama Canal. Money is no object. Do you think a couple $100 million will be enough?
A couple $100 million? Sir, you turned down my reasonable request for a foot massage and a pair of...
Good, then it's settled. This will be the biggest shindig since me and Beauregard returned from water skiing in the Himalayas. There we were with nothing but a billy goat, a French horn, and a Chinese ambassador's yodeling team.
But sir, I have served you loyally for all these years, and your nephew's only been here for one afternoon. You won't buy me a pair of shoes, but you'll spend millions
That's
on...
right, son. The boy deserves the best. After all, blood is thicker than potassium nitrate.
Yeah, potassium nitrate.
I think I'll go putter around in the garden until the dinner bell.
Oh, that blasted Towers is spending a fortune on a boy who can barely string together 2 words. Oh, that's it. I've got to eliminate the nephew once and for all. But how to do it? I tried to poison Mr. Towers and almost managed to poison myself instead, so I can't chance that happening again. I need to come up with something that is absolutely foolproof, and it needs to be done before the party. But what to do and how to make it look like an accident? Wait a minute, I think I've got something. Oh, it's absolutely foolproof. Oh, Jeeves, you're a genius.
Being under the thumb of Leonard Towers, staff at the Ivory Towers estate find themselves looking for a loophole in their contracts in order to escape. Of course, the dog pack and barbed wire fences outside do tend to keep employees from escaping. Being the only employee, however, Jeeves is always under Leonard's microscope, so escape is no option. Looking for a way and opportunity to dump Towers' body in the river is a glorious thought, but highly unlikely. I'm Wastewater, your host. Please give your love to the appropriate buttons below while I share with you the next episode in The Root of All Evil, Out You Go.
Oh, the injustice of it all. Mr. Towers is not willing to buy me a new pair of shoes after making me walk 100 miles to get back home, but wants to spend $200 million on a party for his dim-witted nephew. For 2 cents, I'd quit and find myself a real job that pays real money. But since I don't have 2 cents to my name, I'm forced to stay here. But that's okay, because I have a foolproof plan to get rid of the nephew before he can find evidence of my pilfering of Towers' money. The moron is in Towers' office right now looking over the books, so I don't have much time. What I need is a piece of paper. There, now I'll write a quick note. How to say this? I guess this simple approach is the best. There's a bomb in the house. Get out. Very good. That ought to fool the idiot nephew. Now I'll place it on the tray next to his lunch and deliver it to him. Sir, your lunch is served. Oh, my word, I think I'm going to be sick. Wait, don't eat that. Wait, don't... Oh, the idiot ate the note, too. Oh, swell. Now I'll have to write another note.
More.
Oh, good grief. At this rate, he'll eat us out of house and home in no time. Yes, sir, I shall bring you more. Allow me to remove that tray, sir. Egad, it was like watching a starving wild animal devouring a fresh kill. Oh, the nephew has the table manners of a rabid wombat. Oh, I could write him another note, but he might eat that one too. I guess I'll have to come up with another plan to get him out of the house. I suppose knocking him out and mailing him to another country is out of the question. I could just tell him to his face that there's a bomb in the house, but then he would have proof of my involvement in the lie, and that could only cement my involvement in the whole thing. But not if I do it over the phone. That's it. I'll call him on the other line.
Hello?
There's a bomb in the house. Get out while you can.
Okay, huh?
Do you not speak English? I said there's a bomb in the house and it's about to go off. Get as far away from the house as you can.
Huh?
Oh, for the love of... Bomb! There's a bomb!
Okay, huh?
No, there's a big juicy hamburger waiting for you in Japan.
Gotta go.
Welcome. As a young man, Jeeves was at the top of his scholastic list with all A's, an exemplary show of intelligence and dedication. It is a shame, though, that Jeeves was made to follow in his father's footsteps, who also served Mr. Towers for many, many years. It's a miserable life, but a life nonetheless, so Jeeves continues to wait for that perfect moment to send Towers packing without a cent to his name. I am the Fluvenhuten, and you will soon see what I mean by smashing the buttons below so that we can move on to the 46th episode of The Root of All Evil, Suspicion.
Well, that pesky nephew fell for the hamburger in Japan ploy and left. So now I don't have to worry about Mr. Towers finding out about the money I've been taking from him.
What was that, boy? Did you say something about my money?
No, sir. I didn't know that you were there. I was merely saying that your nephew finished looking over the books and could find nothing wrong.
Where is the boy? He was supposed to report to me.
Oh, he had an unexpected appointment to keep in Japan.
Well, now, that's just dandy. Peachy, that is. The boy was brought here to do a job, and he skips to Japan without so much as a sayonara. Boys always was a little flighty, undependable, that is. So now I'll never know what's happening to all my money. Say, now that you're number one on my list, I'll just have to
number one? Sir, I would never dream of taking any of your money. Why, I hold you in the highest regard. I would cut off my right leg before taking money from you. Oh, you've been my muse, my idol,
Seems to me that you've been the only one with any interest in my money over the years.
No, but sir, I could never betray your trust in me. Oh, why, you've been like a father to me. My sun rises and falls around you. How could you possibly suspect me of having anything whatsoever to do with taking money from you? I know nothing about the $50,000 that disappeared from your account, and it was most certainly not to cover my losses at the track betting on the ostriches in Pamplona.
$50,000?
I don't know the first thing about that, nor do I know anything about the $1 million that was taken out of your Swiss bank account. And how could you possibly even think that I could have used the money to build condominiums in the Everglades?
$1 million?
Oh, how was I to know that they would sink? Mr. Towers, you underestimate my loyalty. How could you even think me of such malfeasance, sir? Have I been nothing but loyal to you all these years? Why, I would turn in my uniform this instant if I thought that you even suspected me of being the mastermind behind the $2 million taken from your second Swiss bank account that was used to pay off the little man in the red striped Panama hat who said that he could make sure that you never saw the light of day again.
$2 million?
Oh, sir, I am insulted that you would think such things of me. I live to walk in your humble footsteps. I bow at your feet. I'd look awful in an orange jumpsuit.
Boy, calm down. Boy's about to blow a gasket. I'm not accusing you of anything. What I'm trying to tell you is that now that my nephew has proven himself to be a tumbleweed in the wind, it's about time I revise my will.
What's that?
It's a legal document, boy. Boy doesn't know what a will is. Mama never taught him what a will is. It's a piece of paper, boy. Tells you things after I'm gone.
Revise your will?
That's right, son. Since you've proven yourself to be loyal, brave, and clean, and honest, and you've got the softest hands around, and...
Sir, about the will?
I've decided to include you in my will, boy.
Oh, joy. Oh, rapture. Has it finally happened? Is fortune about to finally shine its light on me?
By the way, how is it that you know about my missing $3,050,000?
How do I, because...
Did I mumble it in my sleep?
Oh, that's good. I mean, yes, that's right. You mumbled it in your sleep one night while I was admiring you as you lay peacefully in your bed.
You were watching me sleep? That's kind of creepy, boy.
The stakes are getting higher. They're also ready to be turned over on the barbecue before they burn, but that is a different story altogether. Besides, the steak is for Towers, while Jeeves is forced to eat whatever he finds on the floor. It's icky poo for sure, and Jeeves almost always goes to bed hungry. If only he had pressed the appropriate buttons below, things might have been better. Or not. I am your host, Sewer Pipe. Here then is the 47th episode of The Root of All Evil, The Will That Won't.
Now then, where do I begin? and I've got to revise my will to include a few people.
Oh, that would be me, right, sir? May I get you a pillow for your back?
I'm quite comfortable, boy. Now, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Being of sound mind and blah, blah, blah. Do hereby will and behemoth. No, that's not right.
I believe the word is bequeath, sir.
Well, now, that's just fine. I'm rewriting my will to include the boy, and all the time he's corrected me.
Oh, sir, I was not correcting you. No, I was merely offering suggestions as to what word you might...
It's hard. I say it's hard to concentrate with all these interruptions. Noisy, that is.
I shall be as quiet as a mouse, sir. You will not hear another utterance from my mouth. But first... might you be the tiniest bit hungry? I could prepare a T-bone steak for you. All you have to do is ask. My will is your command. And by the way, any idea how much of your vast fortune you might be planning on leaving to me?
Quiet as a mouse, eh? Noisiest mouse I've ever heard. No, I'm not hungry at all. Now, keep your pie hole shut so that I can revise my will.
I shall remain silent.
There's that mouse again, boy. You have a lot to learn about being a mouse. Now then, where was I? Ah, yes, the will. To my late wife's cat Snookums, I leave $1 million.
Excuse me, sir, but Mrs. Towers' cat died 10 years ago.
So true, so true. But what if it wants to be moved to another cemetery? Gotta have money to do that, right? Right. Now, to Regina, my third cousin 4 times removed, I leave $1 million.
Excuse me again, sir, but if memory serves me, you and your cousin Regina can't stand one another.
Right again, boy. Boy has a memory like an elephant. Come to think of it, you're looking like an elephant, too. Skin's looking a mite gray there, son. Might think about getting a little sunshine.
Yes, sir. Speaking of that, do you have enough light? I wouldn't want it to be too dark for you when you're writing in the monetary amount behind my name.
I can see just fine, boy. Say, I lost my place. Where was I? Oh, yes. To the family down the block, I leave $10 million.
The Jones family. But, sir, their dog does unspeakable things to your lawn whenever they let it run loose.
That's absolutely right, boy. I figured that they could afford to buy it a pooper scooper with the money. That way my lawn will be safe.
But, sir, $10 million for a $5 pooper scooper?
Inflation, my boy. Things cost more these days. Now, let's get to your part.
Oh, joy, here it comes. Oh, if he's giving away big money like that, he's bound to leave me, his faithful manservant, a veritable fortune. Oh, hold still, Jeeves, here it comes.
To my servant Jeeves, I leave the sum of $100.
Excuse me.
No need to thank me, son. You've earned every penny.
But, Mr. Towers, the dead cat and the neighbors and your awful cousin get millions, and you only leave me with a lousy $100?
That's right, boy. I know how much you care for me, and I would never insult your principles by leaving you with a garish monetary token.
Oh, insult me, sir. Please, insult me.
Can't do it, boy. I mean the world to you. Don't want to tarnish that reputation.
Yeah.
In this episode of The Root of All Evil, I, Mr. Longhorn, along with Jeeves the manservant, am sensing a change in Leonard Towers. Please fiddle with the buttons below, after which we will delve into episode number 48, The Changing of the Will.
Well, now, I've got the will revised. Now we need to take it down to the bank and have it notarized and then put in the safe. Can't let the wrong hands get their fingers on my will. Fingers, say, that's a funny. Boy still doesn't know how to laugh. It's okay, son, you're in the will. You can laugh now.
Oh, you're leaving me $100.
It's all yours when I'm gone. Why, the happiness in your face says it all. You're welcome, boy. Now, we'll take this to the bank and be done with the whole thing. Bury it, you might say. Bury it. Last will. Well, how do I come up with these? I should have been a comedian.
One lousy $100.
I'm exhausted from writing the will. I think I'll lay down for a short nap and then we'll get the will to the bank. Yeah, paperwork sure takes the wind out of a fella's sails. Say, that reminds me of the time I was sailing in the African tundra with Beauregard. There we were, facing lions and tigers and bears and muskrats and peccadillos and wild chicken fried
Oh,
steak.
that rotten, cheap, miserly, tight-fisted skinflint. Oh, to everybody he hates and dead animals he leaves a fortune, but to me he leaves $100. Oh, well, I will not stand for this outrage. I will get what I have coming to me. Let me see this will. I think adding a few more zeros will do the trick nicely. There, that's a lot better. Towers will never be any the wiser. Now, when we have this notarized, I will officially be named in the will, and with these numbers instead of the $100 he originally wrote in. Oh, then it's only a matter of waiting out the remainder of his days.
Say, I just remembered that I forgot to remember what I forgot to remember when I forgot what I was remembering to. Oh, this is so confusing. What am I trying to say, boy? Oh, I know. I just remembered somebody I've forgotten the will. Let me see that paper, son.
Oh, paper? You mean this paper?
That's right, boy. Let's see now. To my rich Aunt Tilly, I leave 100 million for... Say, I think a bunch of zeros fell down the page and landed behind your name. 9 zeros, in fact. Well, how do you suppose that happened, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but I felt that you were being unfair when
Must be faulty paper. Zeros won't stay where they're supposed to stay. Won't stick. What were you saying, son?
Oh, nothing, sir.
Boy does a lot of mumbling, but never says much. Hand me an eraser and some tape, son.
Eraser and tape, sir.
That's right, boy. I gotta get those extra zeros away from your name and then make sure they stick to where they're supposed to stick. Can't have zeros roaming around the page like that. Just won't do. The neighbors will talk.
No.
The game is up. The time draws nigh. The corn is knee-high to a giraffe, and the calla lilies are in bloom. Hi, I'm Donut Hole, your host. Fingers crossed, maybe Jeeves will finally be appreciated for his dedication, hard work, and secret plans to put Towers in the ground. Unfortunately, nothing he tried has worked. Maybe this time he will meet with success. Find out by doing your thing with the buttons below. Finish? Okay, off we go with episode number 49 of The Root of All Evil, One Final Plan.
Towers thinks he's won, but I'll have the last laugh. I've worked far too hard for him to be remembered in his will with a measly $100. Oh, he caught the change I made to the dollar amount in the will, but I'm not beaten yet. If this is the way Mr. Towers wants to play, then I'm declaring all-out war on that miserly little money grubber. Oh, that will must not reach the bank or it will all be over and I'll walk away with practically nothing. Towers has to be eliminated once and for all, but how to do it? Let's see, we'll be passing the Towers Memorial Zoo along the way. Maybe I could persuade Towers to go there along the way to the bank, and he could accidentally fall into the tiger's pit. And if that doesn't work, we also pass the Towers Memorial Circus. There's got to be a simple way of luring him into the cannon. All I would have to do is to drop $1 inside and he'll go scrambling in to retrieve it. And if that fails, there's always the railroad crossing between here and the bank. It would be a terrible shame if the car were to unexpectedly break down on the tracks. And Towers stayed with the car when I went for help. I can lock him inside and hide behind a tree and watch the train turn Towers into 1,000,000 Towers cutlets. It's got to work.
Well, now, that nap was mighty refreshing. Feel like a new man. It's time to take my will to the bank. Jeeves, bring the car around. We'll head down the road.
Of course, sir, but I thought it might be fun to visit the zoo along the way.
Say, that's a good idea. While we're there, I can go in and play with the tigers. I used to tame wild tigers when I was on safari with Beauregard. Nice animals. You just have to know how to talk to them. Appeal to their sympathetic nature.
Ew, how interesting. Rather than the zoo, how about we stop in at the circus along the way?
That's an even better idea. Boy has a knack for coming up with great ideas. That will give me a chance to practice my being shot out of a cannon routine. Haven't done that in ages. Why, the last time I was shot out of a cannon was when I was traveling with the circus in Europe with Beauregard.
Suddenly I've lost my desire to attend the circus, sir. You wouldn't happen to know anything about repairing cars, would you?
Funny you should ask. I learned to repair cars when I was...
I suppose you've even learned how to stop a train.
Why, funny you should mention it. Back when I was racing locomotives across the Swiss Alps with Beauregard, I ran into such an occasion.
Time is up for Jeeves in the final episode of The Root of All Evil. Will he successfully lay Leonard Towers 6 feet under, or will the manservant end up there himself, trying? The noose is tightening for one of them, but who will it be? Mr. Leonard Towers or Jeeves? To find out who, please diddle the like, subscribe, and share buttons. And now episode number 50, the final finale.
Oh, my life is over. Mr. Towers got his will safely to the bank. It was notarized and put in the safe. And now, upon Towers' demise, I will receive $100. Killing him off is hardly worth the effort now. I cannot imagine how things could possibly get any better.
There, I say, there you are, Jeeves.
Yes, here I am.
Glad that I found you, son.
The pleasure is all yours, I'm sure.
Got to thinking about my will and your 50 years of service to me and my estate.
It has only been 30 years, sir.
Funny, it seems a lot longer. No matter, I've decided that in honor of your loyalty, I will reward you with a small gift.
What now, a basket of Easter eggs?
Why, not that small, boy. I'm talking about $500 million.
Oh, sir, that is most generous of you. I'm overwhelmed that you would include me in your will with such an act of generosity.
I'm not talking about my will, son. Boy thinks I'm talking about the will. I'm talking about giving you a check right now, immediately, that is.
Oh, sir, I lack the appropriate verbiage to express my appreciation over your charity.
Here you go again, son. Didn't understand a single word, but from the look on your face, I take it that you're happy.
Happy, sir. I am ecstatic.
There, I know that word. Good boy. Now, you go get the door while I rustle up the checkbook and write you a check. Got much appreciation for that boy. Too bad he never met Beauregard.
I cannot believe that after everything I've been through, all the scheming and plotting, the old skinflint has finally opened his wallet to me. $500 million. Oh, my goodness. I can retire in style. I can write my own ticket. I can afford to hire my own manservant now. I am a free man at last. I'll have money to burn. Oh no. It can't be.
Hello, Jeeves.
But it can't be you.
Oh, but it is me.
Mrs. Towers, but I thought you were dead. You were killed when when...
That's right, when you tried to kill me.
Oh, no, you have it all wrong. I was merely trying to save you from...
I know you cooked up the whole scheme, and I have enough evidence to have you put away for a lifetime.
Evidence? What evidence? You have no evidence.
No? Then take a gander at these security camera photos. Here's one of you loading the bonbons into the food processor. Oh, and this one shows you plugging it into the 220 outlet. And here's a blue ribbon winner if ever I saw one. There you are hiding behind the door watching while I was being attacked by the bonbons.
But how? I thought you were dead.
I was in a coma for a year, but now I'm back. And you'll be going away for a very long time.
Oh, but the joke's on you. At this very moment, Mr. Towers is writing me a check for $500 million. I'll buy my way out of jail.
No, you won't see a penny of that check when I tell Leonard what you've done. Say, how do you feel about having the name Bubba tattooed into your buttock with a hot ink pen?
Oh, please. I'm sure that we can work something out. I'll do anything you ask. Just don't send me to prison, Mrs. Towers.
Well, I think that we may be able to work out a compromise.
Oh, I would be so grateful, Mrs. Towers.
I think that a drop in your salary from $1,000 a month to $1 a month would be a good start. Don't you agree?
But, Mrs. Towers, I can barely make ends meet as it is without...
Maybe you'd better practice not dropping the soap in the shower.
Oh, all right, I'll concede. I'll take a cut in pay.
I thought that you might, and I'll expect you to sign a declaration for a lifetime of servitude to myself and Mr. Towers.
Whatever you say. I know when I'm beaten, you win.
I thought you'd see things my way. Now, where's my husband? Leonard, I'm home.
Egad, I'm ruined. Oh, I've made and lost a fortune in a single day. Oh, I've got to get rid of that woman. Here we go again.